Okay, so this is, Barrage Brewer sent me, not only did he send me some beer mail, he sent me some glassware. This is my first homebrew glassware in my arsenal. And it's now my most prized and cherished beer glass. So thank you very much, Barrage Brewer. I think he goes by Daniel. He's down in Virginia, and we had tasted each other's beers before, just doing the SJ Pour Challenge. So this will be my first time tasting some. He's going to be surprised when he sees this because I just got this package today, and he sent it at a very good time. And I'm glad that I got home when I did because it's pretty freaking cold outside. I was worried that it might have frozen. He sent me some other cool stuff too, and I really, really appreciate it. Without going into specifics, but anyway, I was worried that the beer would have frozen, but it didn't, and so it's a really good time for him to send this because I'm out of homebrew. I kicked all my kegs. I've got 4 different beers fermenting right now. I've got a Munich Helles that's going to go for another month. I've got Old School Double IPA. That thing's still chugging along. I just checked the gravity; it's not quite there yet, and it's kind of cloudy. I've got this Imperial Maris Otter Maple Porter. That thing is going nuts. And then I got this call it a trash beer. This, took all the extra beer ingredients, threw it together, and made a beer yesterday. So anyway, but that stuff won't be ready for a couple of weeks. But now I've got Off the Top IPA that I can try out, and the Barrage beer and the Barrage beer glass. Off the Top IPA, it doesn't say double IPA, but it's 7.2, so it's pretty pumped up. It's got Citra, Columbus, and Simcoe, and those are 3 excellent combinations. They're actually the same hops that I normally use in my Old School Double IPA. So anyway, tops off to Barrage Brewers. Dan, thanks for the send. And I already checked it out, so even though it came in the mail, it's nice and clear. I can see through the bottle, so I'm trying to open the glass. I'm all excited, as you can tell. So let's go ahead and... Wow, he's even got cool beer caps on here. Look at that, man. That's attention to detail right there. So anyway, let me go ahead and crack this open. Whoa! Hold that phone. Nice hiss out of that. Biggest hiss that I've gotten from a homebrew. And it looked pretty clear. I don't think there's any sediment. Wow, this thing fills up the whole... Yeah, there's no sediment in that. And it's pretty dark for an IPA. It's got a nice... let's see if I can hold it up to the light. I don't know if that kind of shines through for you. But it's got this deep mahogany type color to it. Beautiful beer. People kind of freak out because my Old School... Sorry, I'm kind of doing a little 3D here. People kind of freak out because my Old School Double IPA is a little darker than most, but I kind of like it. I like these... Kind of gives you the hint that there's some malty goodness in there. So the head's about a little more than a finger, about a finger and a half. Nice kind of sudsy looking bubbles. They're not going anywhere. It's very persistent. Nice packed bubbles. I'm assuming you put some dextrose carapels in there. So let's go ahead and first smell. Yeah, I can smell those hops. I love Simcoe and Citra. I love what it does to the aroma of a beer. I don't get maybe a little bit of the malt. God, it smells a lot like Old School Double IPA. I can kind of smell the difference in the color though. When I say smell the difference in the color, mine's a little bit lighter. This is a little bit darker. I'm assuming you used maybe some Caramel 30? Caramel 30 maybe? Maybe Caramel 40. I use Caramel 10 in mine, and it's a little bit lighter than this. All right, let's get a taste. It's funny because since I've been doing Old School Double IPA, I use the Simcoe and the Citra in Columbus. and I can taste all of those. This is a really well-balanced beer. That's the first thing I'll say for it. And I think it's right to call it a IPA, not a double IPA. Not simply because of the ABV, but it tastes like an IPA. You know, what I like about it, it's dry. It's a very dry finish at the end. I forget why he said he called this off the top IPA. Oh, I remember why. He said he made this recipe in like 5 or 10 minutes. So it was like off the top of his head. So hence off the top IPA. Really nice bottle. Dude, for a beer you made the recipe for in about 5 or 10 minutes, that is pretty sweet. I tell you what else would be sweet, for us to exchange recipes on this. Send me a note. Because I'm thinking I might put in old school double IPA for a competition this year. But we'll exchange notes, and it'd be cool to brew each other's IPA and see what we come up with. Because I'm assuming they're very similar. I'm not sure what you use for the grain bill. My grain bill is really simple. But yeah, this is it's a good IPA. It's a nice, dry. I mean, mine's not quite as dry as this. Mine's a little sweeter, a little maltier. But yeah, Daniel, you did a great job with the balancing of the hops and the malt on this one, man. This is a freaking excellent beer, and I'm so happy that I got it because, like I said, I don't have any homebrew right now. So the next beer that I'm going to review, should do it today, right? No, I won't. But the next beer that he sent me, and I'll certainly give you a review on this too, is his hazelnut stout. And this thing is, wow, it's 7% ABV as well. I'm excited about this one. This one will be good. But anyway, wow. Yeah, if you haven't checked out Dan's channel, it's called Barrage Brewer. You can probably Google Barrage Brewer, but I'll throw a link to it in here if I can remember to one of his videos. But he has an excellent, I guess it's in his garage, his brew basement. He has got shit all over the place, like stickers and signs, and mine's a little too clean. I need to like clutter this thing up a little bit, put some signage up. But he's got all kinds of cool stuff and banners hanging, and it's just it looks like a place where you just want to hang out and brew and drink some beer. So and he's certainly he sent the offer to come to hang out and drink some beers in the Barrage Brewery, and I'm certainly gonna take him up on that. But I'm gonna wait till it gets warm. I'm not gonna go down and visit that area near Virginia Beach without it being nice weather that I can hit the beach. So maybe when it warms up. I got some time off this summer. I've got about 2 months of some vacation time. I mean, straight 2 months. So maybe I can find some time this summer to swing down and brew a beer or two with you. That would be fun. You and Larmo, that'd be cool. Anyway, thanks again, Dan. Thanks for the homebrew. This is excellent and very timely, man. And thanks for everything else you sent too as well. I appreciate it. Cheers.